Hey friends, it's Amanda. Welcome back for more Altenew inspiration. Joining you today as part of the Craft Your Life Project Kit Lush Garden blog hop release. And this is a monthly subscription from Altenew where you get everything you need apart from your ink and paper to create projects with. Look at this kit, isn't it amazing? Absolutely gorgeous. There is a blog hop, as I said, going on at the moment, and I will have links for the subscription, the blog hop, and all that information in my description box below. But right now, I want to share what I've been creating with this gorgeous kit. So you can see I made these two beautiful cards, and if you've been to my blog already, you'll have seen these gorgeous cards. They're just divine. They're so, so pretty. I couldn't resist just diving in and making cards straight away with this kit. But then I had all these pretty leftover pieces and I just couldn't bear to throw them out. Like even the embossing strips there from the edges of the cards. Yeah, I just couldn't bear to throw them out. They're too pretty. And I thought, what a clever way to share with you how you can use your card scraps to create a layout. So I'm diving in. I've got the I Love for Stripes pattern paper set D, the blue and white stripe I'm using because it actually ties in beautifully. Yeah, with my daughter's dress that she's wearing there, it's got a blue and white stripe on it, her school uniform. And I'm going to use strips of that, which actually happen to be left over from the cards because I based my cards on that same paper. The strips of the embossing folder from the Lush Garden kit, and then my leftover stamps, which I had already stamped and die cut for my cards. I wasn't sure how many I'd need, so I always do one or two spare. So going to use all of them in that sort of arrangement. So a vertical design, but with lots of long strips and just really simple and really elegant, but really, really beautiful as well. So yeah, and look, you can see on the left of screen there all the gorgeous new mixed media pigment inks which were released a little earlier this month. And oh my goodness, if you have not got these inks, you are crazy. Race out and get them. I'm also going to put a link for them in the description box below too because they are my new favorite things. They are divine. The colors are absolutely stunning and they're the colors that I have featured on not only my layout but my cards as well. So starting with some Arctic here. This is beautiful. It's very, very soft blue. And unfortunately, because I filmed this at night, it's so soft. It's almost impossible to see it because of the lighting that I use so you can actually see at night. But of course, when I get to sharing my layout a little later on, you'll be able to see them more clearly. But so I start with Arctic blue and then I introduce some of the Caribbean sky color as well. It's a bit easier to see for you. And then the caramel toffee colour for my leaves. Oh, this colour is divine. So as I said, these new inks, they're just so easy to stamp with. The coverage and the colour is just, it's second to none. I just can't even, just fantastic. And of course, the Craft Your Life kits make it so much easier too because everything you need to create cards, layouts, whatever you like, it's all included. So the only thing you really need to add in is your paper and your ink. So yeah, I'm loving this new kit. It's fantastic. So there you go. That's a little bit of a base where I've just sort of stamped. I've almost ended up doing a wreath almost, but yeah, I just stamped around where I think I'm going to pop my papers, and I just wanted little pops of colour popping through under and beneath. And there we go. Look at that. Already looking fantastic, but because it's using up the scraps, it needed a little bit more. So I'm just going to add an extra sheet of just a little bit of extra from the I Love for Stripes set D, just so my strips can run a bit longer, a little bit more interest. And you can see I've used the reverse side of that blue stripe, so it's still using the blue and the white stripes, but just a slight variation in color again, just for some interest. And I think that's starting to look really cool. But it does need a bit more, so I'm actually going to use my sewing machine and stitch all my pieces into place just for some soft texture, just for some added interest, because there's actually not a lot happening on my page. It's quite a soft and simple, elegant story, and yeah, one that it's special to me and I want the photo to be the hero, but it needed some emphasis. And look at that. A little bit of distressing, some machine stitching, and my scraps. And that's how good the Craft Your Life project kits are. Even your scraps are going to be beautiful. There's nothing better than Altenew florals, is there? I really can't. there's no words. I love them. Absolutely love them. So, so pretty. So just, yeah, adding a few of those blooms in and around my photo cluster now. And you can see just how easily this page is coming together. It really didn't take me long, but just one that's so, so beautiful and yeah, just a really lovely way to use up your scraps. I am going to use the Instant Dimension foam tape from Altenew just to mount my photos so it does continue to be that focal point. I think that's really important that it does stand out. And I mean, it does pop anyway because the page is obviously a very delicate colour scheme and it's easy to stand out. But I think it just needed that extra emphasis, and I think that's just a nice way to lift it. There you go. That was so little back then. Very long time ago now. Just going to glue a few things into place. Make sure I'm happy with them. There you go. Once I am, I'll just fold and curl those leaves and petals just a little bit because I do love that soft dimension always. It just makes all the difference. Tucking that one in. What a great way to use the side snip off of a bloom. That was perfect, wasn't it? So don't throw out any of your broken up pieces now. Yeah. Anything you snip, save, you can reuse it. Yeah, really, really simple. As I said, really elegant and a lovely way to do some scrapbooking with your Craft Your Life kits as well. Colour's divine, isn't it? I love that caramel toffee. I think it's so lovely for heading into fall as well. I think this one will be, a really lovely colour to have for leaves. I think it's just beautiful. And the yellow that you see on the screen there as well, my yellow bloom, that's actually from the Buttercream pigment ink, which was also from that same release. So lots of beautiful lemons and blues and those rich warm brown tones, really lovely. Just going to add in a few little snippets of journaling, which I have just done on my typewriter, so they're not from a collection or anything, they're just off the typewriter. There we go, popping them in there, the little things. Memory lane. It was an old memory. It was a really special time in their lives, and it was just, lovely. There's a story, of course, going on the back for them, so they'll know the rest of what was happening there. But finishing off with some Glacier enamel dots, Glacier Caves. Of course, those beautiful blue tones again, absolutely gorgeous. And look, that's pretty much it today. How gorgeous is that? Really, really beautiful scrapbook page that is created from the scraps of my 2 cards. So there you go. As I said, there's lots and lots of projects and exciting things happening as part of the blog hop today. So description box below will have all the information for you. Go check it out, win some prizes and enjoy the giveaways, and have yourself a wonderful, happy Arty days. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.